I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have a little bit of a tech addiction. I love to stay on the cutting edge. I want to be right there at the forefront of technology. Now, I have always been this way, but with my recent affinity to fitness, I have kind of been obsessed with fitness tech. That being said, I've gone through many fitness watches. However, today we are going to go through two of my favorites. So without further ado, let's get right into this versus video of the Fitbit Versa versus the Apple Watch Series 4. Let's talk about tech, baby. Let's start off with the basics. Both of these are some of the best smartwatches you can get on the market today. Let's start off by what makes them both so similar. Both of these watches can track your heart rate. Another thing that they both do, which I love because it's so convenient, is that they both automatically detect your workouts. I have to admit though that Fitbit does do a better job of detecting the workouts. With the Apple Watch, you kind of have to be doing strenuous work. Your heart rate has to have gone way up for it to even notice that you're doing a workout. With Fitbit, even if you're doing a brisk walk, it'll auto-detect that and start tracking it for you. They are both water resistant. Praise. They both have app stores. However, let's be honest, the Fitbit App Store is gonna pale in comparison to the Apple App Store. You literally have the option of Apple's whole App Store ecosystem on the Apple Watch, or at least most of the important apps. The Fitbit apps have to be created by third parties in order to be compatible with the watch, so they're quite limited. However, while you will get more apps on the Apple Watch, you do get the majority of all the basics that you need with the Fitbit. Both watches will also give you all of your information and a daily summary of your activity, your movement, your steps, your standing hours, all that kind of stuff. And that pretty much sums up all of the similarities. Here are some of the main differences. In terms of notifications, you can receive notifications on both of these watches. However, since iOS has such a closed ecosystem, you can only respond to texts and emails and stuff like that on the Apple Watch. You can only view them on the Fitbit. Another thing that is really important is that this one has a microphone and a speaker system, which means that I can take calls from my watch. Also, when I've spoken to people through the watch, they couldn't even tell that I was speaking through the watch. They said my voice came through very clearly, I could hear them and they could hear me. Another thing is that this has an internal GPS system. This one, however, does not. Another point for Apple is that since it does have cellular, if you get the cellular option, you can stream music from your watch without your phone. On the Fitbit, it does have internal storage, so you can store music on it if you want. However, that does mean that you actually have to own your music and not stream it. And no one uses like CDs or downloadable music anymore because we have Spotify and Apple Music and Amazon Music and Google Play Music. So why, what? Although, even though you can stream music from your watch on the Apple Watch, it does only have to be Apple Music. So if you have Spotify or Google Play Music or Amazon Music, it's not gonna work. But here are some phenomenal points for the Fitbit Versa. Firstly, the weight difference. The Apple Watch Series 4 is significantly heavier than the Fitbit Versa. Let's take this to my food scale to see exactly how much heavier. Okay, we are trying this one by one. We're gonna start off with the Apple Watch. Clocks in at 30 grams. Fitbit clocks in at 23 grams. Now you're not gonna notice too much of a difference, but you notice the Fitbit Versa a lot less on your wrist. Sleep tracking. The Fitbit Versa can actually track your sleep and not only tell you when you start and when you finish, but when you've entered light, REM, and deep sleep. Light, deep, and REM sleep? But it can also tell you the different stages of sleep that you're entering. Oh my gosh, the tracking and the information that it gives me is phenomenal, especially for someone with mild insomnia. Another point for the Versa is battery life. With the Apple Watch, I can get to maybe a day and a half of use before it runs dry. The Fitbit Versa can go about 4 or 5 days. I barely even have to worry about it running out of battery. And finally, the major point for the Fitbit Versa is the price tag. The Fitbit Versa costs about $199. Unless you decide to get the GPS and wireless payments version, then it's $230. The Apple Watch Series 4 cost double that. It's $399 for the most basic version. Of course, if you get the bigger one or the one with cellular, or you get the $400 wristband or whatever, you're looking at $450, $500, $800 for a watch that does pretty much the same thing as this $200 option. So my recommendation, should you get the Apple Watch Series 4 or the Fitbit Versa? You ready for it? I don't know if you guys saw this coming. I don't know if I was being biased in this or not. The Fitbit Versa is 100% the one you should get. It does all of the same things that the Apple Watch Series 4 does and has more focus on the fitness and less focus on that Apple with a bite on it that adds $200. It is 100% the best bang for your buck. If you would like to purchase it, I have a link to the Fitbit Versa down below. If you want to ignore my suggestion and you have the money to get the Apple Watch Series 4, I will place a link to that in the description as well. That is it for today. Another Gindi video in the bag. Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep it locked to GindiFit for all the videos on fitness, health, tech, food, health, and fitness. Do that, you just subscribe to the channel and hit that notification button so that you are notified every single time I put up a video. Don't forget to like it if you actually liked it, but only if you actually liked it, because I do not like any fake likes. Leave a comment down below if you want to see me review anything or give you advice on anything or help you with anything that may help you help yourself. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and always remember to keep smiling and feel fit, fam and friends. Fitbit clocks in at 23 grams. Grams.